Bueno, hola a todos, bienvenidos a Radioactiva 97.9 y para nosotros es un placer porque hace unos meses estuvo acá, estuvimos haciendo un Instagram Live, pero la tenemos con nueva canción, la tenemos con nuevos proyectos durante toda esta cuarentena y es LP que está con nosotros. LP, how are you? It's a pleasure.
I'm good, man.
It's my third time interviewing you. I think some people say three is a lucky number, so let's
They
knock this
do,
interview
huh?
out of the park.
Good.
How are you? How's
Yeah.
everything going?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just you know, um kind of working on just finishing up the next single artwork and the song and the mix of the song and getting ready to drop another song in a little while, but just, getting ready for this drive-in show that I'm going to do on the 14th of November. Just fun. And Yeah, just all those things, writing, playing, singing.
Hmm. We're going to talk about that because you have a lot of projects and a lot of things that all of your fans want to know, but they will kill me if I don't ask how's Orson.
Oh my God, he's so good. He's a little weird out because I was doing yoga earlier and I was in a headstand and I almost he literally he saw my face and he came like right up to my face and I was like, whoa, we almost had a tragedy. So he's all like freaked out right now, but he's good. Yeah.
Okay, 3 months have passed since our last meeting. We did an
Mhm.
Instagram live. We're going to
Yeah.
talk about a lot of things, but during that interview, you told us that you were going to make a surprise for your fans. And I think a week or 2 weeks later, you dropped the one that you love. That this song was
There
written
you go.
while you were in
Wow.
Mexico.
See, I knew he did something, but I didn't remember. It's hard for me to everything's like smushed together now. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I think you.
usually I can remember things from countries, like and where I've been and everything. But like when I do these things home, I'm just like, the fuck happened? I don't even remember. Oh, right. 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
No, and I know you have a lot of press conferences and interviews, but I want you to tell us what's the story behind this particular song that was a surprise during that time.
Um, I mean, the story is like most of my stories, it's just shit that's going on in my head and trying to catch it as it flies out. This song in particular was not a song that I had um especially lyrically. I like to start lyrically and with conceptual ideas of like a title. I write really fast, but I write even faster when I have like the concept and the actual title that I'm going to say. But I didn't have that with this. I just was like kind of just like the first sentence of the song flew out, and then I just kind of saw this whole and felt all these emotions, and I just let it fly. And I feel like I just like captured what was coming out. And Mike as well, and Nate, we just kind of like we're all there, like kind of we had gotten inspired by a at dinner by a ranchero singer that came by. Was sitting there playing for dinner, and he was just so cool and had such a vibe. And then we went back and took that kind of like that feeling back with us, and started that song, and it was like by 2 a.m. it was ripping. It was
Mm.
good.
The importance of having great energy around, it's I think it's really
Yeah.
important
Well, that's
for
why I like
everything.
to travel. Yeah, that's why I like to go somewhere when I write because it's all kinds of shit like that. I mean, it's always, I think life is very experience oriented. I mean, every single second is an experience. So when you're a writer, you're trying to capture things and separate you know, the excitement from the mundane. And sometimes the mundane will inspire you, and sometimes something, like there's a fleeting spark. Like I try to like write down stuff whenever I'm hearing it, I mean, or thinking of it, because I'm always like, no, 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 I'll remember that. That's a good one. I'll remember it. I don't fucking remember. I don't remember anything. I'm just like, I'm like, bloop. I'm like a goldfish. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Yep. I don't remember. No, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember anything.
I think I'm the same kind of person.
Right? I think we all are, you know, when you're just
Yeah.
like, "Oh god, that's such a good idea." Nothing.
What
It's
was the
crazy.
idea? And then you try to remember,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you don't, and it's so frustrating. But I'm not tired of
Oh my
telling you.
god, it's the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not tired of telling you that your voice is unique. This song proves
Thank
it
you.
even more. Only have one problem with the song, and it's that it ends. It's it's that it ends because
Oh,
the
I have a remix for you. It's 20 minutes long. No, just kidding.
the
It's just like me,
guitar
like a ice pick in your ear, like
is that the
over and over
guitar,
again.
the drumming, those things are really dope. But when your voice enters into the song, it's such an amazing feeling, and
Oh, okay.
I think that is one of your best vocal performances.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really hard. I got to tell you, that song is what we call a bitch. It's a pain in the ass. It's like I had this whole thing because I just did this. I did a live thing that's really soft, you know, and it's good, but it's not my favorite because I wasn't used to singing that song soft yet either. I mean, I'm not used to singing it loud yet either. You know, it's like it's a you know a behemoth of a song. It's like a lot of voices in that song. It feels very like you know, and I don't know. For me, it's hard. I mean, there's probably thousands of people that could sing it better than I can, but for me, I'm just like, oh god, no. But yeah, it's cool. I like work on it all the time. It's like a pain in the ass. Yeah.
What's the special thing? Because I know it is always very special, but what's the special thing about working with Mike Del Rio and Nate Company?
Um, you know, it's like we're in a band, but uh, so I think like we've gotten so like we are a band. I always say it, but like you know, not really, but like you know, we're like a writing band of sorts, and I feel like we you know, we just really know we get the other person, you know, and I feel like it's a really symbiotic, beautiful kind of relationship where we just like we help each other, we support each other without even trying. It's like, you know, and we're just like those kind of friends like that don't get to see each other like all the time. Except recently we can see each other more, but you know, like you know, you have those friends that you don't see all the time, but every time you do, you're just like you have the best time, and it's like always like you know you're like
Mm.
right there with them again. And so it's kind of like it's like that, and I think you know like I work with other people too. There's other things, but I'll know when I need to save an idea, especially for them. Um, you know, and it's a nice feeling, and I think we just get more and more. I think we think more and more about how to like kind of like on this next record, like even this next single, we took it to a lot of different places, you know. I think we especially like I'm singing in like weird in between keys that I never sing in. You know, we have some stuff that's like more like kind of rhythm oriented, like a little bit, and it's really it's a nice it's a nice feeling to feel like um if I have a great idea that I feel like is a great idea that I can present it to them and we just run with it, you know, or like or we can just like have nothing and just sit in a room and go, hey, let's do this, you know. I mean, it's like and we really kind of even you know one of the reasons why I got into like kind of changing the space up where we go when we write was because I remember they came out to see me. I had like 2 days off in Paris one time while I was on tour, and they came out to see me, and we wrote a song called "When We're High," and um, and it was funny how it like started. I don't know. We had talks about like something like Elvis or something like that, and then all the next thing you know, we're like singing when we're. It had nothing to do with Elvis, you know, like shit like that. But it's fun, you know. I feel very comfortable with them. That's my long-winded answer for that.
But I think it's also amazing to get out of what you can call a comfort zone and try to
Yeah. Oh, I'm
challenge
out
you
of my
even more.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a lot of songs on this record, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone, even vocally. I mean, I keep going for it harder, like vocally, you know, to the point where I'm like, I mean, I think the last set that we had, even from Heart to Mouth, I was like, "Woo, hope I can sing this set." It's a lot of singing, you know. So I feel like this one's no different, but it's like different in a weird way.
Amazing. Let's talk about the video. The video is amazing. It's like Western style. We can see you dressed in a white suit, riding a horse. I think it was directed by Darren Craig, who also has worked with
Yes.
Rihanna,
Yeah.
Papa Roach, Shakira from Colombia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it recorded during the pandemic? Yeah.
Yes, it was one of the very early productions to go down, like after the pandemic started, and um, I think that it was difficult. It almost didn't happen like a few times. It was like a lot of Darren did a lot of great work to like kind of push it through and get it going, but it was um it was him that suggested the horse, which I thought was brilliant, and
Yeah.
I had ridden horses, before and when I was younger, and so I was like, oh, that's really cool, like I don't think what I like about it is I always like the first song off the record to have like you know like a little bit of a different element than anything I've done, of course, and I feel like me on a horse was definitely something nobody had seen. I hadn't even seen it.
But
I
it's
don't think
amazing.
yes, thank you, and thanks to everybody who helped me do it, and it was really run very tight ship, very by the book. I was the only one not wearing a mask. And it's weird, it's weird enough like shooting things. I'm not an actor, so like, when I'm shooting a video, I'm like, well, this is so weird. Like a bunch of people around, like not involved in the action and just being like, doing all this shit. And so it was like um kind of interesting to see it that with everybody wearing a mask, it's just
Yeah.
like kind of like very strange.
It was weird before the pandemic to watch people wearing masks, and now it's weirder
Yeah.
not watching them
Yeah.
using them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. I mean, listen, I mean, Asian people were way ahead of the curve as far as like being, I always saw people wearing masks, on planes and stuff like that. And it was always like a curiosity, like, oh my gosh, like why are they wearing a mask or, you know, and the best part about it is that I feel like, it's really to protect other people, which is like so cool and
Yeah.
something that we all had to like kind of discover like on our own, in the world. I think it's I don't think it's that big a deal. I feel like it's such a big deal to some people, the whole mask thing. I don't think it's like, I mean, I think you should wear one. I think not wearing one is like, why? Like, why not try to help people?
Yeah. And if you people that are listening to us wear masks, we are going to have live shows sooner.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like all the countries that like really were disciplined with wearing masks, like are doing better.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what else you can say, you know,
I,
just
I
a
w-
fact.
I want to talk about those two drive concerts that you're doing on November 14.
Yeah.
How's it gonna be, and how is it for you to perform? Because you also did a virtual concert. I think it was in August. Um,
Yeah.
how is the experience for you to uh, do a show with no people in front of you?
Um how was that show?
Yeah.
How was August 1st show? When I watch it, the more I was thinking about it this morning, actually, it's funny. And I was thinking, I'm not going to lie, it's not easy, like kind of doing it without anybody there and trying to pump yourself up with energy. It's not my favorite. I mean, you could do it for a song, but like, it's a lot going song to song to song and just it being, silent. It's like because it becomes more about for me, it becomes more about precision, which I don't think live music is necessarily. You know what I mean? Like I think yeah, to a point it is, and but I feel like it's loose and it depends a lot on the crowd and what goes down. That's why people love it so much because shows are unique. Like the energy that you get because it's like not only is the crowd responsible for like exchanging energy with me and I get like a whole rush and everything. It's also the mood I'm in that day. So it takes on this new life. Like I'm in a certain mood and then I'm faced with a certain crowd and then we go on this journey together and it's beautiful. I really believe in that and that's why I love live performance and but on a live stream I feel like it's very my in my head I'm just like Oh, that wasn't perfect. Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, like, and then I start thinking about it. Then I'm like, 20 sentences away, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, why am I still thinking about that note that was like not my favorite? And then I'm like fucking up other things, and it's really like it's a little too like. I hopefully I can get out of my head in that way for future ones, but I definitely like had it wasn't easy for me. I will tell you.
And how is the experience for these drive concerts that are going to happen on November?
Uh, that's gonna be a little different. At least, people will be in cars, but I'll be able to see them. I'll be like, "Yeah, honk twice. Was that good? Honk." I wanna shit, I didn't know you maybe can you honk at drive-ins? Probably not. It's probably like
No,
no honking.
no, no, no. For example, in drive-in cinemas, you need to turn
Yeah.
off the lights of your car.
Off the
Yeah,
lights?
and
Well,
if
I guess that would be blinding. I just realized.
yeah, and if you want to
Fuck
ask for food,
you!
you need to put the parking lot lights.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, this is gonna be wild. Yeah, I haven't even thought of all the shit yet. Like I have no idea what I'm in for. I don't even know. Is it I've never been to one. So are there speakers on the stage? Are people hearing it live or is it all in their apps and on the radio?
on the radio, on the radio. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's really weird, but
Yeah.
it's
I
what
mean,
what it is.
it'll be something to say. You don't want to be like, remember those driving concerts? I'd be like, nope, I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't do any. I'm like glad I'm doing one. It's just like, it's just like everything right now. It's like it's an experience. It's a new thing.
Cultural expressions are very important. I think music is necessary during these times, and this year has been rough in many ways, even in music. Recently, with the deaths of Johnny Nash, Eddie Van Halen. But on the other side, I think music is what keep us alive, what keep us hoping, not getting tired of
Yeah.
many things that are happening outside the pandemic, politics, many things, wars.
Yeah.
Um, what has kept you alive during this 2020?
um Wine, beer. No, I'm kidding. Actually, it's like kept me less alive. I haven't been drinking for a little bit just because I'm just like it's so boring. I like drink to celebrate stuff, So there hasn't been a lot to celebrate recently, just as far as like, I don't know, it just got like it got like boring. But trying to keep um exercise is really like important to me. Meditation, when I can do it, I'm like, my brain is like, I feel like yoga is my meditation, but I also do meditation on top of that. But um walking around, feels good. Really simple things, basically, you know what I mean. And music has been like, a savior for me, for sure, like making it. And I got a new guitar that I really love that has like, a lot of life in it, and that's been fun. I just like, again, just the simple stuff. And just trying to remember that it's, I spent a lot of time in my life, in my career, like kind of waiting for certain things. It was always like waiting till like that person, like, till I get signed, waiting till like they approve the single, waiting until like, it's like I always felt like I was very much at the mercy of the person making the decisions. And now the irony is that recently I'm kind of making my own decisions, and I'm very like kind of in control with my managers of what is happening. And now we have this, which is another whole level of you know when when you're allowed to do something. And I just think that in those times it's best to just kind of stay in the present, and not get too I think all the best things that happened to me in my life were when I like just kept, my mantra was like, right now, right now, right now. Just take care of right now, and just like, and go into the unknown. And the unknown is often like, wilder than you would ever imagine, and by like uh, holding on to some preconceived notion of the future is very not the answer for me. That's, you asked.
Unbelievable. I want to thank you, LP, for such a nice time. It's always a pleasure for me talking to you. It's always a
Yeah,
pleasure
man,
for
you too.
us having you
I'm
here on
very
Radio
excited.
Activa.
Yeah, it's good to
I
see you.
I
I can't
also
wait till we hang out in person.
yeah, I'm waiting for that moment, and I also want to thank all your fans because they are lovely. Brazil, Chile,
They are,
Argentina,
aren't they? I
Spain,
know.
France, UK,
No,
Ukraine, Mexico.
I love them all. I
Yeah,
love you guys.
it's such
Thank
amazing.
you.
Finally,
Thank you for always making me look good.
can you send a greeting for all your fans here in Radioactiva in Colombia?
Hi, it's LP, and I love my Colombian fans and Radioactiva, and my South American peeps and Mexican peeps and all the peeps, and I love you, Andres, and I can't wait to see you all again in person. Thank you so much for sticking with me in these crazy times. Oh, look, Orson's here. Come here, Orson. Come here. He wanted to say hi. He said,
Hi, Orson. How are you?
"Oh my god, what's up?
it,
Hi."
it's like the perfect ending for an interview.
It is. Mwah. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you,
All right.
LP. We
I'll
love
see
you.
you soon. All right. Bye. Love you
Bye.
too. Bye. Bye.